Noon. Where are you going to find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world we're in? This is another scene for Unmask Orlando, the Werewolf the Apocalypse venue. This evening's scene is set at the Heart of Aeolus Sept in Ocala, Florida. And this evening, a certain cub is about to get a nasty lecture from his mother because he did something he shouldn't have done.
Yeah, Aiden is making his way back from the scrapyard, kind of knowing he's going to get his ass kicked now. There's not really any way to avoid it. The more he tries to avoid it, the worse it's gonna be. He knows that, so he's just making his way home after breaking a lot of things. He'll probably stop a few meters away from his home, from his place, well, that's happening, and he'll just walk in.
His mother is standing just inside the doorway, her arms crossed.
Oh no, God.
He knows this look. This is the look of you done fucked up.
Yeah. Take a few steps. He'll take a few steps. Yeah.
Oops, that's the wrong.
I did something stupid.
Something stupid? From what I hear, you did several stupid things today.
I'm just gonna say that Nikki and Steph are probably in the kitchen listening, looking at each other, and might have popcorn.
Yeah, that smile in her overlay, that is gone.
Mm-hmm.
That smile has been replaced with the look of are you fucking kidding me? So, you want to tell me in your words what happened?
We had
Just know I know you, and I will know if you are lying.
We had just come
because
off.
You have a tell.
We had just come off back on set from the mission, and I don't really want to talk about what happened at the mission unless I really have to. It was bad. Tensions were high. I was high on rage. We came back, and well, it came that. I see. What was the NPC's name that was abused by Talon and his father?
Kahara. It's Talon's wife.
Okay. But yeah, Kara told us about how she was treated by her husband, how she was treated by Darian, and
You mean Darius?
Darius. Sorry. By Darius. And you know me. I can't stand that sort of thing. I didn't say anything for the. I tried not saying anything. Till Darius
But
was
you did.
judged. Till Darius was judged to be forsaken and banished from the sept and stripped of all his titles.
Regardless, he is still an elder.
I was going to say something. I was told to shut up, which, yeah, I should have shut up. I never should have opened my mouth in front of an elder. But then Talon came. I looked up to this asshole. He
Do you realize just how rage-filled he is? How easily he could have lost it on you for saying what you did?
I do now, and I think back then I didn't. This is going to get my ass kicked, but I think back then I didn't much care anymore. I couldn't take it. I had just
You
learned how
realize
they.
the only reason you didn't get throated was because the others were entertained by what you said.
He'll nod.
It is the only reason.
He
I understand that he's an asshole.
not just that. I had just learned how they treated the kinfolk. How my best friends are out there. They're being.
Yes, they are. And you losing it like you did? Moira's questioning if she should even bring you on the next mission. You're not in control. You realize that, right?
I'll just nod.
She's gonna hug him.
I can't just not do anything while my friends are living through hell.
I know. But you losing it like you did? You're gonna have to really earn Moira's trust back if she's going to let you go on the next mission.
Oh well.
I think both of them are questioning you right now.
That's fair.
By the way, next time I hear about you talking back like that, especially to an elder, do you have any idea what I'm going to do to you?
I. God damn it.
Quite frankly, if I hear about this shit again, you will wish that Talon frenzied on you.
Or not.
Because Talon might be a rage-fueled Arun, but I am your mother.
Oh. I know. A lot.
And I can do things to you. Mm. You're lucky I love you. Come here.
I'll hug her.
Now stop being such a little shit.
I mean, I'll try.
She raises an eyebrow.
I'll try, and I can do anything I set my mind to. And he'll just nod. Well, how's Nikki? She's
Go
probably
on.
gonna. Avery probably wants
Dinner's
to
on
kick
the
my ass
table.
too. Avery already knows of two, doesn't she? She'll probably want to kick my ass too.
She probably doesn't know yet.
Let's just have dinner for now.
Probably for the best.
And he'll walk into the kitchen or dining area.
That is where Nikki and Steph are.
Yep, I'm trying to find Stefano's overlay and it's not happening right now. I didn't save it to the computer, apparently. Oh wait, did I post it to Discord?
Yes, it is
Yes,
in
you
the
did.
overlays section.
Okay.
I don't remember how far up it is.
It won't take me that long to find it. But so Nikki is trying to make herself look like that she wasn't blatantly eavesdropping. But she's really bad at doing that. So
Yeah, Hayden just looks at her with that, bitch, I know you look.
she shrugs and gives him a look like better you than me.
She'll just nod. Yeah.
Yeah.
He sees Stefano, who he doesn't know yet.
Well,
He's been staying there, so he would know him.
Oh,
He
okay.
know
knows
him, but
this
he
is
might not have
Mom's
had-
boyfriend.
Yep. he is he would recognize the last name, and
Oh yeah, I mean he was told. Noah told him.
yes, that he is Diani's father, and he would recall the comment that Diani told Aiden to say hi to her father for her.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not.
Apparently, you didn't post it to the Discord.
Nope,
What?
I didn't.
You sent it to
I don't
me.
see it. I know. I'm scrolling through our chat on the computer right now, trying to fucking find it. My computer's being a bit slow.
I'll say how has he been told to refer to Stefano as Stefano?
Steph.
Steph.
Steph is how Steph is what he goes by. He doesn't really like to be called Stefano because it just reminds him of he getting made fun of for having the same name as the villain on Days of Our Lives, Stefano Demera. So he likes to be called Steph.
So yeah, he'll just be go Steph. Your daughter says hi.
He nods. He has an Italian accent, which is a bit weird because he is also a Wendigo kinfolk, and he's not that dark. He's pretty white, and he has an Italian accent. His pure breed is not that strong, obviously, but he'll nod.
Like you can smell
and,
it, but it's not
Yeah.
terribly strong.
Yeah, it's not potent like Diani's is stronger than his. And it's definitely not anything like Darius or Talon.
Or Alexa, or Noah, for that matter.
Yeah, or Alexa or Noah or Kahara.
Yeah, they all have stupid levels of fucking pure breed.
But he'll look to Aiden and he'll nod, and he'll say, "From what I overheard, I probably should check on her."
He'll just go silent for a bit. Yeah. Got bad out there.
She's been staying with Dante, right?
He nods. Yes.
He's a good kid.
He nods and he smiles. He says, I am glad that she has found somebody.
Yeah, that's mentioned. Aiden is feels just size.
He looks to Aiden and quirks an eyebrow. What?
No.
Yeah, Delphia gives her son a very sympathetic look at that.
Before my first change, I was claimed by. Well, I don't know if you know her, but Iris. We had been together for 4 years.
He kind of winces. Ouch. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You didn't know it. You're right. It's good that your daughter found someone.
She had been very focused on me most of her life, and then her injury. I was honestly afraid that she was. He takes a deep breath. Or that mentally she wouldn't come back from it.
I think it's hard to come back from things like that mentally.
I know. Been there myself.
I think that's why Noah talked to her. I don't
Just
know
tell
if
me
you
that-
remember, Aiden. You were kind of young. Noah went into Hirano after he was deafened.
There we go.
He's so pretty.
He is. Yes, Hirano, that's what it's called. I was afraid that that's what was going to happen to her. Especially since it was right after I went into remission from cancer.
Aiden would know that that is how his father died, was cancer.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just.
Which Stefano knows. I think didn't she tell him?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
she told him.
So she knows, and he kind of looks to Aiden apologetically, but Danny and I have been through a lot. And
not.
the last thing I wanted to see was her die before me.
She's your daughter.
I think Noah saw the signs and did what nobody did for him.
He nods.
I think he was going to make sure she didn't.
Well, he kind of grins a bit like on his overlay. He did set her up with probably one of the prettiest kinfolk there is on Sept.
I would have to agree with that.
He just kind of blinks like, he's like, I'm not into guys, but damn.
He is a very pretty man.
Yes, he is. And I can see why. He just nods. Nikki has gone silent and she's just kind of sitting there playing with her fingers. Like, oh my god.
You okay,
guys.
Nikki?
She looks up. Her face is red. Yeah, I'm okay.
She's
Are
just
we
thinking.
embarrassing you?
No, why would you think you were embarrassing me?
Because we're talking about a very pretty man, and you're probably thinking about him now.
Because if you're,
She furrows her brow.
I swear,
looks
if
to
any
Aiden
more
and
blood rushes to your head, You'll probably pass out.
She takes a deep breath. So, well, I wasn't actually thinking about him or anybody, just didn't. Shut up, Aiden.
I mean, you went super red, a bit like me when I was a kid and someone used to mention Alexa in front of me.
Nikki will nod. She is very pretty. Steph just shakes his head. Looks to Delphia.
What is it with this family and, finding Wendigos that we like? She kind of looks over at Steph.
He blushes. It's his turn to go red. Nikki looks to Delphia and says, I don't know, are there any single Wendigo Garu that aren't complete and total dicks?
I mean our alpha, but we all know that he doesn't swing that way.
Okay, that aren't complete and total dicks or will only swallow them.
She just
blushes
covers
at her
her
own
mouth.
Just cracks up laughing.
Yeah. Hey, did also cracking up.
Okay.
She puts her face in her hands and now she is completely like red, almost purple at that comment. Just say that.
I'm not even sure how to respond to that.
It's all your doctor friends, I swear. Bad influence. They'll smile.
Well, can't understand us, so. We can actually patients.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't understand. Sorry.
She said we can actually talk in front of our patients. Anyway.
Anyway, enjoy dinner. Just kind of glances over at Steph. Thank you for cooking.
My pleasure.
So what's for dinner?
Out of character, no clue.
So,
It's food. And it looks
no
good.
fucking idea. Food.
You know what? He went traditional Italian and it's spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh,
But it's
you
probably-
smacked yourself with the hair tie. Come here,
But
buddy.
it's going to be the best spaghetti and meatballs that Aiden has ever eaten in his entire life. Because he is a chef. He's the executive chef at a 5-star restaurant.
Okay, well. Mom, if you don't marry this guy, I will. He'll smile.
And now it's your turn to go red.
Both Nikki and Stefano crack up laughing. And he goes red again. um I appreciate that, Aiden, you really are not my type. And he just kind of moves a little closer to Delphia.
Keep telling him. He'll smile. Keep telling yourself that. I'm everyone's type.
Nikki reaches
Aiden,
over and smacks Aiden.
Cocky little bastard.
She just smacks him like on the shoulder, like, hey, whatever. God.
I did not raise you to be an arrogant little asshole. Watch it.
I think I just. I think I.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I think that's just in my blood. Just me.
Mm. I'm gonna have to talk to Kara. She's wanting to file for divorce, so this will be interesting.
Yeah. Hearing what she went through was.
Because Delphia is a lawyer, by the way.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll say, yeah, hearing what she went through was.
Well, hopefully I don't have to fight with Talon to get paperwork signed, so...
A lot of people probably want to talk to me, and yeah.
And yes, I'm sure they do after that little stunt you pulled. You eating breakfast here, or are you going to the Cup House?
Well, I'll have breakfast here. Especially if it's made by Steph. I'll smile.
What? Is my cooking not good enough now?
I mean, it is, but you're not a chef in a 5-star restaurant. I have got to stop back talking.
No, I'm a lawyer and I still managed to feed your ass for years.
Steph bites
just-
his lip. Like, oh no. He gives Delphia an apologetic look.
Why can't I shut up?
Not your fault. My son is apparently turning into a little asshole on me.
I have got to
Has his first change and thinks all of a sudden mom's food isn't good enough.
Do we need to leave the room while you straighten him out?
It's not what I said.
It was implied.
I mean, I said especially if it's made by Steph, and I'd still stay for your food. It's still wonderful.
Nikki will look to him and say, well, his cooking is better than Bailey's, and Bailey's a chef too. You don't want to eat breakfast there.
Yeah, but as a human, I have to sit. He'll say, yeah, but over there, I have to sit with a human bird at the table.
Wow, Aiden and Nikki are on a roll today. Like, holy shit. And Nikki just busts up laughing. True that.
This is not W laughing. This is your ST fucking dying. No one fucking likes Landon.
Because he's a human turd. Oh my god.
Ah. Okay. All good now. Couple of deep breaths, and I'm okay. This is very true. I'm assuming you're talking about. I don't even fucking know his name. London, something like that.
Nikki will shake her head. He's not important enough to remember his name.
I like to remember him the day Iris claimed me and she kicked his ass. He had just punched me, and she was there. That was a big mistake he made.
Nikki furrows her brow and she says, "Where is Iris anyway? I haven't seen her since, well, that day."
She left Sept and hasn't come back.
She nods.
We can talk to her packmates and find out.
I mean, Danny told me she was okay.
Nikki nods. Okay.
As long as she's okay. She's so much better than okay.
She really is.
So, who am I supposed to go see after? No, well, this is late after breakfast, I guess.
There is a knock on the door.
Or maybe I don't have to go anywhere. Maybe
She
I'll
looks
just
at
turn up.
Aiden.
I'll get the door.
Oh shit.
Hello, Alpha.
He has got this very definite attempt at a serious look on his face. Because he doesn't want to have to scold him for it. Because his brother's a dick.
Yep.
He knows this. He signs, "Can we talk?"
I see. We can say they were just over with dinner.
Yeah, we can totally say that they finished
yeah.
dinner.
Sure.
I mean, he'll just sign. Might get off me doing the dishes, so yeah.
Whoa.
He rolls his eyes so hard.
God damn it.
Where do you want to talk? I'll sign.
We
When he was no, he
all
probably.
right with you, or we can go for a walk.
Let's go for a walk. With Noah, he speaks sign language pretty much all the time, unless I say otherwise.
Oh yeah, Noah is signing, unless I state specifically that he is actually speaking aloud. So, as much as I hate to do this, because I know my brother and dad are dicks, I still gotta talk to you about the shit you pulled.
I know. You're the alpha.
You know what? Fuck it, he's carrying Ezekiel. Appropriate baby noises for once.
Squeeze! Aiden squeezes, you see the baby. Oh my god! Is that Ezekiel? Hello?
He nods.
Is he wearing one of the things Aiden gave you? Said he should.
Yeah,
Is he
probably.
wearing the Wookiee thing? The Ewok thing?
You know what? Yeah, he's totally wearing the little Ewok costume.
This is the best costume ever. Real smile.
I mean, it's cuter because it's on him. He has him like strapped on his back.
Excuse me for just a second. And he'll just go behind him and like speak with the baby, like hello, hello, boo, 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 boo. And like gently, of course, but like squeeze the cheeks. Bee, bee, bee. Oh my god, it's adorable. Wow. I want to get one day. I want to have one day. This is adorable. Anyway, sorry. I'll come back on the front.
Noah figures that was what you were doing, so he's just like, yeah.
Serious stuff now. Yeah. I know. I shouldn't talk back to you higher of.
Regardless of what they did, they are still an elder and an Athro.
Cannot.
And my brother is still a part of this sept.
And
I'm not gonna do any rites of punishment. I figure your mother's gonna rip you a new asshole enough for that. Okay, here, take the pillow. Just take it.
I shouldn't talk back to those of higher ranks.
Particularly those two. Quite frankly, you're probably lucky that my dad. True.
So that's his dad. What?
You're lucky that they didn't fucking frenzy on you. You know that, right?
You're not.
Also, the next time you fuck up, it falls on Bailey and Maeve. Is that what you want?
No.
Because that's what'll happen. You're a cub. It falls on them.
Yeah. He kind of goes pale for a bit, like he just realized that Like he's just hasn't been in the cup for long enough. He's like, yeah, I have to watch what I say. Really, when what I do, and he'll just nod.
And Bailey's a Philodox. He will not take well to this. You know that, right?
I know.
You're probably going to get a ripping from him, too.
And he'll nod. I know. It's
He's just saying probably because he's trying to be nice. It's Noah.
Mm-hmm. Bailey is
He,
exhausted.
he's a soft-hearted little cinnamon roll.
Yes, but not when it comes to people fucking up. And he's also
No,
exhausted.
I'm referring to Noah.
Oh, Noah is. Yeah. I mean, Bailey can be too, but yeah. But Bailey is
He's a soft-hearted cinnamon roll for his woman.
Yeah, he is. Bailey is exhausted, surviving on little sleep, and this whole ordeal is stressful enough, and Aiden had to add to it. Yeah. He's gonna get it from him.
Actually, you know what? Let's just get this over with. I'm gonna take
go
to
do
Bailey.
it now.
I mean, okay.
I mean, you don't really have a choice in that one.
Oh, he was okay. Well, actually,
Yeah, you don't really
I
have a
think
choice.
No, I was coming anyways. I was just thinking it probably won't be over till Avery finds out. She'll probably run over me with her wheelchair. She'll.
She probably will.
Probably.
He kind of like shoves him at the Cub House door. Now, I'm not sticking around for this. I've seen Maeve when she gets mad. Nope. You can deal with that all you want.
Yeah, you're gonna get both of them. Sorry. Hi, Nelson.
Yeah.
They're probably both pacing, waiting for Aiden to come back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess. Well. Sleep is for the weak anyways. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. And he just walks in.
Bailey looks towards the door as it opens. He sees who walks through it. And he just stares at him in Shadow Lord.
And Maeve has this, normally she is just so innocent looking. Right now she looks terrifying. Her arms are crossed, her eyes are narrowed.
Aiden, come sit down.
He'll just sit down.
He looks to Maeve and then back to Aiden. You're going to make it very hard for us to ever trust you to go on a mission or be in front of any sort of elder for a long time. You realize this, right?
He'll nod. I'm sorry.
You're not a kid anymore.
You're a cub. You are yes, you are a student and learning, but you are at the very bottom of the totem pole when it comes to the hierarchy of Garu society. And regardless of what the hell we think about Darius and Talon, they are way above your rank and even mine. I could have Talon beating down my door wanting to take it out on me for what you fucking said.
He'll just nod.
I don't appreciate that at all.
She will kind of reach out and take Bailey's hand.
He takes her hand and takes a very deep breath.
No, I understand.
You don't need to say it to their faces. You can just save it for later. Come vent at me. Oh, I can talk shit with you, but don't say it to their faces. Just don't.
He'll just nod. What's done is done, and I can't take it back. But
No, what's done is done, and you can't take it back. But you better learn from it.
I will.
I don't know that I want you going on the next mission. I have to really think about it.
Yeah, when he hears that, he looks like, yeah. It looks like no, he was physically struck. Like,
We trusted you to handle yourself. And he shrugs. I have to say I'm a bit disappointed.
I'll learn from my mistake. I'm sorry.
I accept your apology.
Thank you.
It's hard on all of us.
Exactly. I get that all of this is hard. It's not an easy situation at all for any of us. But you can't let it get to the best of you.
No, you can't. Jesse is like my brother.
He'll nod.
Me having
Maeve
to,
gently squeezes his hand.
and me having to. Do you know how much it broke my heart to tell Harmony that she wasn't allowed to help? And having to try to keep her calm. Because I know if it were Maeve that were taken, nothing would stop me. So me having to tell her that she can't go, that she can't do anything. I don't know if you know how she feels about Connor. It's kind of obvious, but...
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm not sure kind of strong enough.
Try telling Connor that.
That's because Connor's a bit dim. At least when it comes to emotions.
But, yeah.
He's a bright lad. But emotionally, well, his emotional range is not great.
Moira came to talk to her.
I was going to use a Harry Potter quote, but that hasn't come out. Because I was totally going to use the emotional range of a teaspoon.
Oh, nice. Anyway, Moira came to talk to her, and it seemed to help, and I let her go home for a few days.
And
You
Hannah.
really, you really need to keep your mouth shut when it's appropriate, because that was really not okay.
I know. I just.
Please don't make me put you under lock and key. I don't want to do that.
I won't. I'll,
We don't like doing that to any of the cubs.
No, although I'm ready to put Landon in a cage
can you?
made of silver bars.
If
Can
question for you, Bailey.
What?
If we manage to work things out with the Sept down south, could we just
Oh,
pass them off to them?
I was actually already sort of maybe been talking to the den father down there about arranging some sort
Well,
of
thank
exchange.
fuck.
You know, a cub exchange program or something.
I
When
would
you-
fucking pay to watch that little shit get put in his place.
When you pass
Because I've tried. You fucking tried. I'm at the end of my fucking rope here.
when
I
you
know.
pass them over, you should say, "Tag, you're it."
Well, I'd like to see him grab and get a Fenris's ass. I'm just saying.
I want to see what happens when he tries.
That's what I'm saying.
His fucking arm's gonna get broken, that's what.
It's gonna get ripped off, and he's gonna get beaten with it. Believe me, I'd like to do that myself, but I can't because I'm the den father.
And you're a great den father. He's just a problem child.
He nods.
I'll be careful from now. I don't want anything to happen to you guys because of my dumbass.
Well,
Oh.
if it happens again, your dumbass is gonna get a punishment right from me.
I'm not.
Because that is my prerogative.
But no, I'll become the guru mum wants me to be. The guru Lainey would have wanted me to be.
He nods.
Maeve kind of squeezes his hand again because she knows that he and Lainey were close.
Yeah. He squeezes it back. We need to figure out where the hell they've gone.
Yeah.
You said they were in a swamp, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think that
Well,
they've
most.
gone to another one?
Well, swamps and bogs, they tend to hide the stink.
That's true, because they stink anyway.
I mean, I think it's very possible they could have.
He'll nod. I think. Gianni said they were going north, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did say they were going north.
He's gonna pull out a map and look at.
Yep, 'cause can't do Google Maps.
No,
It doesn't exist.
He pulls out a physical map.
Holy shit,
says
I just realized 2000. Google was literally just invented like 2 years ago.
It was.
Wow.
Yeah, he pulls out a physical map because Google Maps are not a thing in the year 2000. There wasn't even really
They
any
are,
sort
but
of
it's much more complicated.
much more complicated. Regular maps are it's like Bailey trying so hard to do whatever he can. It's adorable. Oh, he puts his finger on where they are and then starts looking north. Do you think that they'd go out of Florida? Probably not, right?
No, they seem to be more insistent on staying.
Well, there's this area. He puts his finger on a swamp area just south of Jacksonville. This is really the only other swampland in Florida before you get out of the state.
So this is probably where they are.
We need to talk to Deb and Moira.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I should get back home.
Yeah.
Yes, go on. Be with your mom.
Nod. And with that, he'll leave because I have to go to bed.
Okay, good night.
Okay, so
Bailey's gonna go ahead and pick up the phone and call Moira.
Okay. Let me. Don't need the Noahs. I need the Moiras. Takes her a minute to answer. Her and Deb are busy. Okay.
Yeah, they are. They had to work out some aggression.
That they did.
When
I imagine there are many a broken bed that they've had to get rid of.
they probably stopped having a frame and it's just mattresses on the floor.
Just- Exactly. Mattresses on the floor at this point because they've broken too fucking many already.
But yeah, when she answers, Bailey will say, "Hey, it's Bailey." And there's a bit of urgency in his voice.
We're on our way over. Shit! Falling back into the fucking Maeve voice. Don't do that.
Yeah, yeah, it would be better
Dev
if
and I
you.
are coming.
Okay, well. Bailey wants to say something, but he stops himself.
Shut it, Gonzalez.
Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. He shakes his head.
Because she knows what he was fucking thinking. So I just told him to shut it.
He hangs up the phone, his face bright red.
Maeve looks over at him. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just almost made a comment, then I stopped myself, but she knew what I was going to say. Because she said that her and
Because
Ben were
she's
coming.
fucking smart. Oh dear. Yep.
Mhm.
Now I know exactly what comment you were gonna make.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway,
Because you're a shithead.
and I know what's going on there. Anyway, they'll be over in a little while. He nods. He sits down. He rubs his face.
She's going to, move to sit on his lap and, just kiss him.
He smiles and kisses her back. I love you.
I love you too. And she is quite far along by this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like she
He
could
rests his hand
pop
on her
any day
belly.
now.
He rests his hand on her belly and he goes, "I really hope you don't have her until after we rescue the kin." Ugh.
Well, I certainly hope that is true. We will see. She has been antsy, to say the least.
He nods.
And have been having contractions, but I think they're false.
Oh boy.
At that point, no one knocks on the fucking clubhouse door. They just come in because
Yep.
Bailey looks at them weird if they knock.
He really does. He's like, "Why are you knocking?"
Sounded urgent.
Yeah, Bailey motions them over to the table where he has the map laid out. I was thinking about figuring out where they went, and Gianni said that they were moving north. And I was thinking that they probably wouldn't go out of Florida, and if they like to stick to swamps, this is the only swampland still in Florida before you leave the state. And he points to the the swamp reserve, south of Jacksonville.
She looks up at Dev.
Dev kind of swallows, and he looks at the map, and he looks back to Moira.
We need to plan big this time.
We do.
A small group wasn't enough.
Mm-mm. No, we need a
We
lot
need
more.
enough to surround that swamp. So they have no way out.
It's going to be pretty much anyone that can be spared of at least Cleath rank.
No, we're not taking Cubs on this again.
It's clear that Dev does not want Cubs on this again. And he looks pointedly at Bailey when he says this. And Bailey just nods. I really wasn't keen on sending Cubs anyway. I wasn't in the first place, but they pretty much begged us to let them take Aiden, and yeah, I'm really not wanting to let him go again. Or anyone else, for that matter.
Too many of the Cubs have a stake in this. They can stay here, hold down the fort.
Dev will look to Moira and then Bailey and Maeve, and he'll nod. He'll say, "It is understandable given that many of them were friends with those that were taken. But this is too dangerous. We can't put the Cubs at risk.
This time we're probably going to be fighting the spirals. We can't put them up against black spiral dancers.
No, we can't. They're not prepared for that. I would be pressed to say that even Cleath are prepared for that, but I can't actually stop Cleath from going. They're of age, technically, so... Even if I am the Sept Beta.
Suppose congratulations are in order on that, huh?
Dev will give a little bit of a smile. Noah needs an effective support. And I'm more than happy to fill that role. Bailey will smile because Noah's one of his best friends. Yes, he does. I agree. Thank you. Dev puts a hand on Bailey's shoulder. I know this is hard on you too. We're going to bring them home. All of them. He nods. He looks over to Moira.
Damn right we're bringing them home.
Bailey will take a breath and he'll say, I just wish that I could do more, but Cubs need me.
You're the den parent. You do plenty. You look like you haven't slept in a week.
He looks to Maeve. When's the last time I actually slept?
More than 2 hours?
Uh-huh.
Over a week ago.
He nods, furrowing his brow. Maybe you should give me something to help me stay asleep longer than 2 hours.
I offered it to you last week. You didn't want it.
I know. And I'm swallowing my stubborn pride right now and asking you for it. So give it to me before I change my mind.
Good. She gets up off of his lap and heads into the kitchen.
Dev shakes his head and looks to Bailey. You're just as stubborn as your father, I swear. Bailey smiles proudly. He takes that as a compliment.
Of course he does. Maeve comes back with one of the little dropper bottles. Two drops ought to knock you out for a good 8 hours.
Okay, do I have time to sleep 8 hours?
You're gonna fucking sleep 8 hours.
Okay. He nods.
I can handle the cubs. They're more scared of me than they are of you.
Hey!
You know it's true.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the crazy hormonal pregnant woman.
He shakes his head. I don't know. I think Aiden was pretty scared of me earlier. Closes his
That's
eyes.
because you threatened to write a punishment.
Well, yeah. He will
Kind of grabs
take.
his shoulder gently. Whew.
He was about to take the lid off of the dropper, but then he doesn't. He sets it down on the table. These are not false contractions, are they?
Yes, they are. They're too irregular.
No, they're not. I can tell by.
But they're irregular.
I don't have time to sleep for 8 hours.
Yes, you fucking do.
No, I don't. I am not missing the birth of my child.
I'm not having her anytime soon.
Bailey looks to Moira. What do you think?
Do you really want to argue with the pregnant woman?
Yes.
Your funeral. She looks over at Dev.
Dev puts up his hands like I'm not in this fight. I was asking if
How often are you having them?
Yes, that. Thank you.
I mean, the last one was 3 hours ago. They're not even remotely regular. Oh my goodness, you are fine.
Okay, so Bailey will look back to Maeve and say, so you said 2 drops would knock me out for 8 hours, so would 1 knock me out for 4?
Her hands move to her hips.
Look, I'm not gonna sleep for 8 hours if I think that you're in labor.
I'm not in fucking labor.
He narrows his eyes.
Besides, that one was just a strong kick.
I don't believe you.
That one was a kick right to my fucking rib. I swear, your daughter's trying to break my fucking ribs.
She's trying to bust her way out of there, I guess. Bailey looks to Dev. Can you get my dad to go talk to Alexei, please, and get him here? And Dev will nod. Yeah. I'll see what I can do. Because and Bailey says, well, I would feel much better if he were here. And Dev will packlink Sebastian and tell him to go talk to Alexei.
Yeah, Alexei needs to be pulled out of the shit he's dealing with anyway.
Bailey will reluctantly take the cap and take the 2 drops.
He's got about 20 minutes before it'll really kick in, and he won't have much choice but to go lay down and sleep.
He looks to Maeve. Come lay down with me until I fall asleep.
Of course.
He looks between the
How could I
Dev
say
and
no?
Laura. He blushes. Okay. I'm gonna go sleep. Hopefully by the time I wake up, my dad will have gotten Alexei here. Dev doesn't look
Being paranoid.
particularly hopeful. Dev doesn't look particularly hopeful, but he thinks that if anyone can do it, it'd be Sebastian because he knows what it's like. So
Yeah, because once they heard his place was closed, they probably realized that, oh, that's not good.
yep, pretty much. And the only other person he could think of that he would want there that he knows absolutely can't be there is his mom. So
Mm-hmm. Which Maeve will
So,
probably
yeah.
insist the actual birth take place off of Sept so that Alyssa can be there.
Yes. Yeah, Bailey too.
She's
He'd
not
want
about
it
to
done.
let Alyssa miss the birth of her grandchild.
Yeah, Bailey would want that too. He would want it done at a hospital and off of Sept. So unless you want to do that exchange right now, I think that's probably where we can end the scene.
Do you want to do it now?
Sure. We can do it now. I have to go to the bathroom though.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna put up the correct overlay. This is gonna be great.
Right.
Okay. So Sebastian gets the not necessarily the order because he's the alpha of the pack, but Dev is made up of stuff. So
It's like,
fun.
huh.
He sensed the urgency from Dev that he needed to go speak to Alexei, and Dev did tell him that it was at Bailey's request, so he could only assume that it has to do with Maeve.
Yep,
So,
probably.
So he leaves the Sept because he can do that. He's on the Elder Council. He can come and go as he fucking pleases.
Yep. Bitch Thunder doesn't even try to stop him.
Nope. And he heads to the White Wolf Cafe as fast as he can. Does Sebastian know where the spare key is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I figured he probably did. He is tall enough to reach it, probably just barely, but tall enough to reach it. Until he'll get the key out and he'll go in. He doesn't even bother knocking because he knows Alexi's not going to answer, because he knows deep down he knows that Alexei is where he was not too long ago. And he comes in and he shuts and locks the door behind him and goes up to the apartment.
Yep, he is upstairs in the apartment. Honestly, he probably had someone come take Jack because he just couldn't handle it right now.
Yeah. Honestly, Claire is more than happy to look after him.
Yeah, so Jack is probably at the Cub House with the others.
Yep.
And Maeve is helping out there too because, you know, she's Jack's babysitter.
Yep. So Sebastian opens or attempts to open the door. Is it locked?
It is not.
So he attempts to open the door and it opens, so he steps in and he says,
It smells
Alexi.
like a wolf den in here.
Ugh, oh god, that smell invades his nose and he's Alexi.
He gets no answer.
He starts looking around to see where he might be.
Do you check the bedroom?
Yeah.
If he checks the bedroom, he will find a pile of clothing. Looks like a lot of Justine's clothing, actually.
Aww.
And Alexi just curled up in the middle of it in lupus.
That actually makes Sebastian tear up because he knows how that feels. He was there himself, and he did something very similar right after Alyssa disappeared. So he is flooded with that emotion, and he swallows, and he comes over, and he touches him very softly.
Normally he would have snapped at anyone who got that close in Hamid without him realizing, in Lupus without him realizing it. He doesn't. He just kind of looks up.
Hey. And Sebastian does have tears in his eyes. And he speaks to him in Garu tongue. Well, we're here with the roles reversed, aren't we?
He just gives kind of a weak nod.
I know where you are. I've been there. Was there for a lot longer than I should have been. The difference is we roughly know where she is.
His eyes widen a little bit.
She's not missing like Alyssa was. And she needs you. She's going to need you when she gets back. They both are. Her and Claudia. Hell, Claire needs you now. She's trying everything she can to hold herself together. But it's hard. I've been watching her. It's hard. She's distracting herself by taking care of her little brother and sister and Jack. I know that it feels hopeless, that it's not going to get better, and this happening so soon after Shadow Dancer, I can't imagine. Darius is gone.
He actually shifts into Hamid at that. He is dressed,
Well, that's good.
but the clothes are quite
Not that
dirty.
Sebastian would fucking care. Like,
The clothes are quite dirty. They are unwashed.
so a bit's happened.
They finally
in
got
the-
rid of him.
Last week, I took Noah and Moira into my pack, and we made a plan. And we carried out that plan last night. We got the council to strip Darius of his position and kick him off Sept. Noah named Dev his Sept Beta. And I have been put on the Elder Council as the Ragabash. But he's gone.
What she wanted.
He's gone and he's not coming back. She did.
She told me that as she was dying, that she wanted you to take her place.
He tears up again.
Darius wouldn't allow it.
I didn't think that she liked me that much.
You were tribe mates.
This is true. We were. Bailey probably figured out where they are now. They found their location and the other night, and somebody
I know.
warns them, so
I
they move.
was there.
Right. You were. I remember.
I was on my way there when I ran into them. So
Bailey probably they are now.
okay, time to make that roll. Kieran, would you get out of the way? Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Coming out of Hirano is diff 9.
I think you said difficulty, but it can be relatively high.
Oh my god, my son is standing on his head looking at me through his legs.
Oh my god. That's so
Such
funny.
a goof. He's such a goof, I can't even. I need to go fucking look at his willpower because I don't remember what it is. I think he's actually in vampire NPCs. Because he started as vampire NPC.
Yeah, well, sorry. Kind of had other plans.
That's okay. Oh. Okay.
What's his willpower?
10.
Mhm.
You didn't have Iron Will, but
It is 10. All right. 10 dice.
here we go. God damn it.
Where did you roll it?
ST rolls.
Oh, ST rolls. Damn. Well, he's no worse off than he was, but I mean,
Nope.
Sebastian can. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me roll Sebastian's charisma and empathy because that can help lower the difficulty for coming out of Verano. So let me roll that, which it's charisma, empathy plus pure breed. So that's going to be 5, 8, 12 dice.
Oofta.
Take 4 off of the difficulty.
Okay. That makes a difference. 4.
Yep. There you go.
Oh! Yep.
All right.
Yeah, you pulled him out. That's for damn sure.
Yep. So Sebastian lit a fire under Alexi.
Yes, he did.
So I
Come
need you
here.
to come back to Sept with me
Okay.
because Bailey needs you and Maeve needs you. Maeve is very, very pregnant. And Claire needs you.
It's Bailey being a paranoid soon-to-be father.
He is.
He nods. This ought to be fun. I'm gonna take a shower first.
Please do. He nods.
And I need to find some clean clothes.
Do you have any? Because if not, I can get you
Just have to
some.
buy something.
Uh,
We'll just stop on the way. There's fucking Walmart on the way there.
I have extra clothes in the car. Don't ask why. I just do. Just
Okay.
I'll give you some to wear. He nods. We look. He looks at him and looks at himself. Yeah, I think we're about the same size.
Which they actually are. They are
Yeah.
roughly the same size and build.
Mm-hmm. So he's gonna leave him to take a shower, and he'll go out to the car and get clothes for him.
Yep. He gets all nice and cleaned up. I'm not sure you need this photo again, but you're getting it anyway. There you go. Enjoy that.
Jesus Christ. Sebastian actually swallows.
Yeah, he's standing there in nothing but a towel.
And he holds out a pair of jeans, t-shirt, boxers. Here you go.
He kind of gives the boxers a funny look.
No. Oh, right, you're Lupus. He takes those back. Only the bare minimum. God damn it, Sebastian. Shakes his head. Gives him the clothes. Waits for him to get changed. He's not going to watch him.
He will take the clothes and get changed. He does not bother going back into the bathroom.
Yeah, Sebastian turns around. He's not going to watch.
Alexi is Lupus. He has no fucking shame.
And no. Sebastian is like, this is wrong of me to... Wow. He's going to go hug Scott later.
He kind of looks down. Seems to fit all right. I don't think I fill out the back the way you do, though.
He kind of looks back at his own ass like...
You have more than I do.
Is it because I'm Spanish?
You're Spanish, I'm Russian.
She nods, fair enough.
All right. Let's go.
He nods and he takes a breath before leaving. He does make sure to replace the key when they come out the door. And
I swear
yeah.
to find a new place for that.
Well, then you'll have to tell me where the new place is.
It's supposed to be a secret.
Well, if it aren't you glad that I knew where it was? Because then I didn't have to bust out a window to get to you. Then that's expensive to replace.
You'd be replacing my windows.
Well, I would, but that's beside the point. It was a lot less work for me.
Come on, let's go.
He grins and
he's your paranoid son.
He's probably passed out by now, but when he wakes up. But yeah.
Yeah, he does, as soon as they get back, he comes in and, starts checking Maeve over. And, assures her that she was right. She is not in labor. They are false contractions.
I'm sure that she gets to be all smug about that to Bailey later.
Oh, she's gonna be so fucking smug about that.
I want to do this real quick. So, upon, the commotion and everything, Claire comes down the stairs. And she sees Alexi. She comes over to him and kind of taps him.
He stands up because he's still kind of, fussing over Maeve just a little bit.
Yeah, she would have waited till they were done for the most part.
He stands up and he just hugs her.
She hugs him tightly. Tears falling. I'm glad you're okay. I was worried.
Thanks to our new elder.
She looks over to Sebastian. Sebastian just gives her a nod and smiles. And she hugs him again.
Oh, he hasn't stopped hugging.
Okay. Yeah, she just hug, all the hug. And all the crying.
All of it. And he is kind of silently apologizing.
She rubs his back reassuringly.
Oh, here. Another cheesy poof. You knocked it on the bed. It's right there. Don't reach for it with your eyes closed.
Yeah, she doesn't say anything for a minute. But then she'll pull back a bit and look up to him. When I heard that you weren't doing very well, I was worried that I'd lose you too.
You're not losing your mom or your sister.
She nods.
We're bringing them back. And if you think I'm letting anything stop me.
She nods. I know. I would.
I love your mom.
She smiles. She loves you too. I could tell by the way that she talks about you. Jack is sleeping, but I know that he misses you.
I won't wake him up. He's as bad as me about being woken up. Not as bad as his mother was, though.
She smiles.
Woman, take your fucking hand off for waking her up.
Well, most people don't deal well with being woken up, but I can imagine that it's worse for Lupus.
He nods.
He can tell that there's just so much fear and worry in her, She has circles under her eyes from her own self not sleeping very much.
Let me take the kids. You get some sleep.
Okay.
I can handle 3 of them.
Hector and
I was a
Haley
den
aren't.
parent long before I was
Hector and Haley aren't really that much trouble. They really miss Mom.
It's understandable. Like I said, I was a den parent well before I was a rights master.
And they're old enough to know a little bit about what's going on, but they still keep asking me when she's coming back.
He nods.
And it breaks my heart to tell them I don't know.
He just wraps his arms around her.
She cries against him again. I miss her too. Miss them both.
Your sister didn't seem to like me too much initially, but I think that was more so because I was with her mother, not so much me.
She's always held out hope that they would get back together.
He nods.
I think, unfortunately, with everything that's probably happened, that's not going to matter so much anymore.
Unfortunately not.
I think they'll be happy to see you, though. Hector and Haley.
He nods. They sleeping?
She looks at the time. Probably not, honestly. They were being quiet, but I don't think that they're asleep.
As kids do. Oh my goodness, here.
She,
You need to go get some sleep. You look like hell. Probably about as bad as I look right now. Yeah, I'm not that bad. Never mind.
Sebastian will say, "You look a lot better than you did before the shower."
He looks over at him and just clips him, bird.
He chuckles. Claire smiles.
Might be lupus, but I know what that means.
She shakes her head. I'm glad you're here.
You knocked it out of my hand, goof. I'm glad I'm here too.
Okay. I will go get some sleep.
You go sleep. I'll take care of the kids.
Okay.
He kind of holds the back of her head and kisses her forehead.
She smiles. And then she'll go upstairs and go to her room. She'll send down the twins because she knows they're not asleep. I don't have a relays for them yet, but they do come down the stairs, and as soon as they see Alexi, they just run to him.
He holds out his arms.
They hug him tightly.
And he knows they like petting him in lupus, so he goes ahead and shifts into lupus for him.
Oh yeah, that's gonna keep them entertained for a while.
He will gladly accept all of the scritches.
Yep, they will give them to him.
Big old black wolf just fucking laying there enjoying his scritches.
Yeah, when they tire out, they'll lean against him and probably fall asleep on him while he's in lupus.
He doesn't mind. It's not the first time someone has fallen asleep on him in lupus.
Right. And it definitely won't be the last.
Just kind of curl up with him. He has accepted that these are, now his adopted kids, so.
Yep. We'll just fast forward to Bailey waking up because we got to do this.
Right.
So yeah, a few hours later, Bailey wakes up
In the middle of the fucking living room floor, there is a lupus with two small children.
He tilts his head. Holy shit, he actually got him here.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know why I doubted it.
Confirmed that I was right.
What?
I'm not in labor. You're just being paranoid.
He scrunches up his face. folds his arms.
She has got this look of just smug satisfaction on her face.
Yeah, and he's going to be an edgelord about it.
I told you to trust me. I know my own body.
He makes little like grr noises, not actual growling, but just like grr.
She moves over to him. Come here, Mr. Broody Shadow Lord.
He comes over to her.
She kind of wraps her arms around his neck.
He leans in and kisses her, still waking up. It felt weird to sleep that long.
You feel better?
I don't know yet.
You're such a pain in the arse.
Yeah, but I mean, you're a pain in the ass.
Yes, you are. So, Darla seems to think that anything that isn't meat isn't food.
He tilts his head. What?
You remember her, right? The little child of Gaia cut. Well, she's Cleath now, but
Yeah, she's lupus,
she was one
right?
of the first cubs we had. Yes.
Uh-huh.
We had this whole argument of, you know, how I don't eat food because I don't eat meat.
It is food. It's just not.
Not
He
to her,
shakes his head.
apparently.
He looks to Alexi. Is that a thing? With lupus?
Lexi kind of raises his head sleepily and shakes it.
I didn't think so. She's just a special kind of. Okay. Wow. I need coffee. Coffee. Yep. That's what I need before we have any more of this conversation.
Yeah, Alexi kind of makes a little noise like, I can have coffee too.
Of course, you can have coffee too. And he kind of looks. Is that Hector and Haley?
Nods.
He smiles. I'm guessing you talked to Claire.
I did. It was good talk.
Good. Good. And he goes to make coffee. A big giant pot of it.
Maeve is kind of looking at the coffee longingly.
He makes her the smallest cup in the universe because he knows that she can have that much caffeine.
It's not worth it.
Well, you get a taste of it, at least.
I don't even like the taste of coffee.
Then what are you?
I drink it for the caffeine.
You realize that there's caffeine in tea, right?
Most of my teas don't have caffeine.
Well,
Most of mine are caffeine free.
I can make you some tea that has caffeine in it.
Oh my goodness, what are you so fussy for today?
Because I found, he kind of grins. I found in the back of one of the cabinets a blend that my mom made that has caffeine in it.
Oh, yes, please. I've missed your mom's tea.
I will make you some tea.
Mine's not bad, but
I'll have to
she's
get her
just
to
had
make
more
us-
experience.
I'll have to get her to make us some more. I'm sure she wouldn't
She
mind.
smiles a little bit.
And he will make her the tea. And bring it to her. And he looks to Alexi. He says, do you want it in a cup or a bowl?
If I move, I wake them up. Let's put it in a bowl so I can still drink it.
Believe it or not, it's probably not the strangest thing he's ever had to do for a lupus. Black, or do you want stuff in it?
Black.
Black like your fur. Got it.
Yours too, you shit. I'm not the only one who's got
So?
black fur around here.
So? I'm not in my black fur right now. Unless you count the fur on my head, I guess.
Yours is always black.
Oh, he puts coffee in a bowl for Lexi. Coffee in a cup for himself. Tea for Babe. Brings it out. Sets the bowl down on the floor.
Alexi kind of carefully shifts so that he doesn't wake the kids up and, kind of laps up the coffee.
Bailey is drinking his and trying not to laugh his ass off. But this Luca's drinking coffee out of a bowl. There's never a dull moment around here.
There really isn't. Should Dad go home? Or is he here? If he's here, I don't see him.
He looks around. I think that he would have said something to me had he been here.
Probably went home to Scott.
He makes a face. Shakes his head. Probably. Nah. Still weirds me out.
I know you're still getting used to it, aren't you?
It's weird. He's my best friend, and it's my dad, and it's weird.
I mean,
I'm happy for them.
my
but
brother
it's
and your
weird.
sister are,
A lot closer in age.
just met.
Yeah, well, if we weren't such I don't even know the word for it.
Awkward turtles.
That. probably would have been the same for us.
Probably.
We just had to drag our feet for 4 years about it.
It could have been worse.
Could have been.
And then we still managed to do things backwards. She kind of looks down at her stomach.
He bites his lip. Yeah, we did. He
That's alright.
he looks to her. I think I probably already know the answer to this question, but will you marry me?
Her eyes widen for just a brief second. I mean, if I didn't want to marry you, would I be having your baby?
People have kids
Would
and don't
I
get
let you
married all
claim
the
me?
time. I know, but I wanted to ask, and he reaches into his pocket. And he pulls out a ring. Doesn't have a box or anything. It's just a ring that has a black band and a purple heart.
She kind of tears up a little bit. But Alexi is watching intently now.
Oh, I bet.
His tail is just wagging.
And I didn't want to ask you until I had
She
a ring.
leans up
So
and kisses him.
he kisses her back.
There's no one on this planet that I would rather be with, spend the rest of my life with.
Me neither. I love you so much.
I love you more than I can even begin to express in words.
He slips the ring on her finger.
It's a perfect fit.
He smiles.
I can't help but notice you went with your favorite color and my favorite color.
Yeah. He kisses her again.
Which she gladly returns.
One of his hands resting on her belly. He pulls her to sit in his lap, wrapping his arms
But she
around
does
her.
get a little more cautiously than she normally would. Because she feels absolutely huge.
Yeah. He helps her, and he wraps his arms around her.
To enjoy the show, Alexi. He kind of yips a
Bailiff.
little bit, his tail wagging.
But now he's really glad he came back to Sept.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do boop. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been our scene for Unmask Orlando. We will see you next time.